Hey everybody, happy Wednesday, part 2. We're going to do question and answer. First, before we do question and answer, we got a package from somebody in Georgia. We're going to open the package up. I only just kind of sliced open the top so that we can get to this thing. In case anybody's interested in sending us any type of mail, there is a link in the description of every video. We have P.O. Box in Maitland, Florida. Send us whatever. We love postcards. It doesn't have to be boxes. But anything is great. I feel like it's like my birthday. Alright, Jess is reading the card.
Hello. Whoa, someone gave us a gift card.
Wow.
Yeah, to the people. It says congrats on 15K subscribers and thank you for the videos.
Oh.
It's from Jen.
It's from Jen. Here is the card. And there's a letter.
Everything.
Do you want to read that with your cold, or you want me to go through it?
I can do it. Hello, Kyle, Mary, Jesse. My name is Jen, and I want to tell you congrats on 15,000 subscribers. I'd also like to thank you for brightening my day with your awesome videos. I found you last July while looking up videos for my trip to Universal Studios that took place last August. I've been hooked on Universal and your videos ever since. I have since purchased an annual pass because I have friends and family in the Orlando area, and I am only about 7 hours away. Don't get me wrong, I love Disney too, but Universal is just more affordable right now. I have enclosed some tokens of gratitude for you and your wonderful family. The gift card is for any Darden restaurant.
Oh.
I know you like to go to Longhorn, but I highly recommend you.
Yard House.
Yeah, if you haven't been there yet, because you all like the beach.
No, the pressure's on because Jessi's got to read fast.
And water parks so much. I included an emoji towel for Jesse, a Star Wars towel for Kyle, and I got 2 towels for Mary. Minions and Minnie Mouse.
Oh.
I know she said she prefers the Minions on Twitter, but I just had to get the Minnie Mouse one too. I don't know if you pack a lunch for work, but I had included a Star Wars lunch bag. There is also an emoji cup for Jesse and some candy to share. I couldn't forget about your cats. There are some awesome treats for them too. Again, thank you so much for your awesome videos. I look for
all of you when I'm in the parks, but we've not crossed paths yet.
I do hope to meet you all someday. I can say we'll not be at HHN this year because I chickened out and booked some trips to Vegas instead, my other favorite vacation destination. I get scared waiting outside in the dark for my dog to go to the bathroom. LOL. Take care. Keep up the videos. Jen.
Thank you so much.
Thank
That's
you.
awesome.
And so I'm really stunned. Gift card for Darden's. I mean, we'll certainly go. We've meant to go to the Yard House forever. We just haven't gone.
Yeah,
So
that'll make us go.
we will. I promise we'll use that at the Yard House instead of Longhorn. And Longhorn we only went to, in fairness, because my mom wanted to go there.
Can I open it?
But there's a whole box of goodies. So, oh, can you just leave it here and
No.
take stuff out?
My cup? Look how cool that cup is. I'm
Oh,
gonna use
that is
this.
so awesome.
You like it? I like it.
Emoji cup. Sandwich bags from Glad.
Oh my god.
Zipper bags. The Star Wars.
That is so cool.
These are actually awesome. I've never seen them in the store.
No.
I'm afraid to say this, but I'm not sure I'm going to even open these.
No.
Look, I got treats for Eddie.
Oh, cool.
And Sammy.
No, because these are moist.
Eddie is off
Sammy
camera. He
is
just
on
Oh,
leaned
look at
over.
Sammy.
Eddie likes the crunchy.
Wow.
Code, this one's yours.
So you've got towels.
This one's mine.
Star Wars.
This one is yours.
This one's mine.
And this one is yours.
Oh boy.
And these ones are all mine.
I like this.
No.
Look.
I like it.
I get 3 bags of M&M's for me.
I got mini.
Crispy, milk chocolate, and peanuts.
We're
But a
not-
sharing size for me, myself, and Dad.
Pretty cool.
Actually, if no one's ever asked us this before, that's awesome. Mary's got her towel.
As a bow on it.
No one's ever asked, but our favorite candy, I think, collectively, is probably M&M's. We usually
Mine's not.
have a
Bags don't last long.
a giant cup or Tupperware container or whatever, like on the coffee table, where everybody comes over and you know they're getting M&M's.
Oh,
So you
yeah.
get a Minions towel. Mary should do a Minions towel.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That is so cool.
I like crunch.
This would go perfect for when we stay at Universal during Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah.
I took my candy.
And Minnie Mouse.
And my emojis.
Can never have enough beach towels, definitely.
And emojis.
Look at this cup.
Jesse loves emojis.
Yes.
I really like this cup.
Yeah, this is actually perfect. All of these are really perfect.
Especially because I keep breaking the straws for these things.
Thank you so much.
Thank
yes,
you.
thank you.
Thank you. I genuinely appreciate it.
Here.
Oh, and this.
Yes. And for
And
the
yeah,
cats.
my cats will love it.
Eddie is now looking.
I know, he's
at the
like
box,
staring
like-
at it going,
Don't give me the trash. Don't put it in.
So, quick funny story is that we get cat food, and this is not a paid endorsement, mind you, from a company called Chewy, IE, I think, right?
no, it's
No,
Oh, Chewy
Chewy.
Okay, so Chewy, they're reasonably cheap. It's as cheap as going to Petco in person, but you don't have to look home to heavy food. And
It's
it
a
always,
heavy box of food,
yeah, it
though.
always comes. In Florida, the unfortunate thing is like if you're at home, they leave it outside, and it'll probably go rotten with the heat. But the box comes, and every time the box comes, Eddie will,
He jumps
knows
on it
the,
and
what's
sits
in the
there.
box immediately. He'll knock the box over and try to get the stuff out of it because he can smell the food through the box.
Yeah, he's crazy like that.
And now he's in the box
Yeah, he's sniffing it.
for a pounce. We can't give it to him.
No,
anymore.
not in here. Look at him, he's like, hey,
So
I see.
we got a bunch of questions. So I apologize if we don't get to all of them. I hope that we do. But we're going to also try to answer these as fast as possible. Some of them asked for multiple things all over the
Can I
place,
read?
but we're going to try to go through all of them. And some of them may not be answerable by them because they may not have an opinion. But I'm going to read the questions really quick so I can go through them quick.
Okay.
First one's left over from the last time. It's from JoJo and says, when we first met, I was excited for Jessie J at Mardi Gras at Universal. Who would you get excited for at Mardi Gras? And I remember meeting you last year when you were overseas across the pond, and we watched part of the parade at least, or some of the parade was coming through, and we're getting ready to come through, and then you guys were getting ready to watch Jessie J. Who do I get excited for at Mardi Gras?
Somebody that's good.
I don't know. I mean,
At this point, I get excited for mid-range bands at Mardi Gras that are not going to completely pack the
Oh.
place where you can't see. So, we skipped Fall Out Boy this year. We would have wanted to have seen them, but if it's too crowded, you can't enjoy it.
no, not at all.
Um,
We've done the really crowded times, and it's insane.
Some of my favorite people that we've seen at Mardi Gras, recurring or Heart, we've seen multiple times there.
Yes.
Counting Crows was awesome.
ZZ Top.
Rob Thomas, ZZ Top. And
What is
I
gonna-
would probably confuse these things too between Mardi Gras and summertime concerts, but
Yeah.
Flow Rider.
It's not
Ryder.
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 Okay,
Anyway,
next
what's
that was just a
question.
few. Next one.
Next question.
What's the
30
name?
Seconds to Mars.
30
Seconds
Seconds to
That was
Mars.
amazing. Next one is from Find and Seek vlog. Do you think HHN 26 might have a Krampus maze, or do you think that they'll continue with the trend of old school horror IPs?
I want a Krampus maze.
Yes. I will go on record right now and do this very bold prediction. I'm just being facetious because I think that everybody that speculates about Halloween Horror Nights kind of already is assuming that Krampus is going to be there. I will say it definitely will be there this year.
Okay, next question.
Next one's from Kevin Fox from the Florida Foxes. Are you going to have another meetup at HHN this year?
Yes.
No.
Why not?
I honestly, I'm on the fence about it. I really loved having the meetup last year. We did something the Saturday of the first weekend of Halloween Horror Nights. And the problem is that as much as I want to do something and be accessible for everybody, it's that I felt like when we were at Hard Rock last year, there was we didn't have a gigantic crowd, but we had a good turnout. But I felt bad that not everybody got enough time, and everybody kind of looked around like, they wanted to spend more time with each
Yeah.
person. So to me, it felt like I wasn't being fair to everybody, but there's only so
But
much
don't you
time
want
to
to
spend
meet more
around.
people?
Yes, and the other piece is that when you say you're doing something on a specific date and a specific time, you can't make everybody happy. So when we said we were doing something on that Saturday and it was at this time, then you got the flag of like, well, there's people that did like the behind the scenes tour, they couldn't make that time, and
Yeah.
there's people that weren't going there the first week and wanted to do something the second week, and you can't really do something every single time either to make everybody happy. I want to meet everybody, and I think we were really great at the event itself, not so much having a meetup, but
Meeting people along
yeah,
the
I
way.
mean, if anybody runs into us during the event, feel free to say hello. I mean, we went through a lot of houses and did a lot of things with a lot of folks last year that were viewers of the channel, and I think that we'll probably do that again this year.
I just like the fact that people are in line and all of a sudden you walk by and they're like, cheap seats! You know?
Yeah.
I just thought that was really funny.
So we spend a lot of time in the scare zones too, so spending time with folks in the scare zones is awesome. Next one is from Matthew Painting. What are your favorite horror movies? Ask if you're from Cheap Seats.
The original 1973 Don't Be Afraid of the Dark is one of my favorites. Hellraiser also. I could probably name so many.
You choose, Dad.
Halloween, the first Halloween. People Under the Stairs.
Oh.
Silent Night, Deadly Night. That's a really cheesy horror movie. I love that movie.
Yeah.
Wait, why do you get to choose 3 if Mom chose 2?
I'm just gonna keep going on and on.
Yeah,
You have other ones?
Yeah, Cabin in the Woods. And
With the extra sniffle. I don't know how you type that out.
I just say, Creature from the Black Lagoon, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the old classic horror movies from Universal Monsters. Those are some of my favorites for sure.
Next one.
Nosferatu.
Okay.
Okay. Next one's from Sean Hoffman. What advice would you give to someone that may be wanting to start their own YouTube vlog channel?
Be out there and be bold. Don't be afraid. Have lots of courage.
The biggest advice, everyone asks this all the time, and I'm forever saying I'm going to do this video to try to help other people that are starting out and give advice and everything, but I think that there's folks that have probably better advice than us, because in the grand scheme of things, I know that every time that we hit another plateau, like we went from 100 subs to 300 to 500 to 1,000 to 5, 10, 15, we're still such a small drop in the bucket that I think it's tough to ask somebody at our level, because we haven't attained that type of success yet that I think that bigger YouTubers do. And I'm not even talking 100 here, I'm talking about like, 1 million, 2 million.
But he's
3
not asking
million.
that. He's just asking how
so
you
anyway,
started.
so my advice from where I'm sitting today is to just be yourself and to do videos about things that you like to do. Be consistent. Keep going as far as, when you put stuff out there initially, and like same thing that we did at first, like you put stuff out and like you're getting 20 views, 30 views, or 100 views, and you're like, what am I doing?
And don't be discouraged with that.
It's very tough on the initial ramp up. It just is. But if you continue to do what you like to do, then it's not necessarily troublesome for you, I think.
It's
Next
not
question.
real hard work.
Yeah. The next one is from Billy, Norgon Warrior. What's the best spot you think to eat at each park? And I think that this one's kind of really long, so I'm going to just choose one best spot that I like to eat at between the parks.
Ooh, I know what I want.
I like.
Because I was thinking about it the other day.
What's your favorite spot?
The place in Diagon Alley, the cauldron place, because I wanted
really?
the pot pie. Yeah, I wanted that the other day, so that's my choice.
Well, it's not in the park, but it's a Hard Rock.
Hard Rock outside on City Walk.
Yeah, I love that place.
My favorite place in any of the parks to eat, I think.
Oh, I have
of course,
another one. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna probably come back to this, or I'm gonna say like, oh, I meant something else too. Would be Our Guest.
Oh, that's what I was gonna choose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Because I was thinking about like the meat that they
Yeah.
have.
I love
Okay.
eating with Beast.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's it.
That's my favorite Disney cartoon. Next one's from Brady, the Pop Punk Kid. What house are you most excited for at Halloween Horror Nights, and what's your best Pokemon?
I don't know. And Slowbro right now.
Slowbro.
Yeah.
You don't know about Halloween Horror Nights? Maybe Halloween too?
I don't even
Chance?
know. I have not seen any of the movies.
Chance?
I'm excited for The Exorcist because I grew
Oh
up on The
yeah, I didn't
Exorcist.
know that was a house.
Oh yeah, I just want to know how they're gonna do it.
What about you?
I don't want to be Debbie Downer. I'm not all that excited about the lineup so far.
What
to
about
be honest
Exorcist?
with you,
You don't want to see a girl just turn her head around like.
for the entire house.
Just spin around.
It's just like one room over and over again that just keeps spinning around. Or maybe the house spins around and the girl stays still.
Or pea soup.
It could be like La Llorona, how there's so many of them and you just like keep going like.
That's true. Yeah. I guess Halloween 2 I'm looking forward to the most. I actually, you know what, let me take that back. Because I think that this is probably going to troll people, and I'm going to end up with like 62 thumbs down, like with Ghostbusters, the review. I'm going to look forward to The Walking Dead house the most, because it's a history of like all of the seasons leading up to this current season.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
You know what they should?
My best Pokemon, by the way, I think is probably Slowbro.
No, I think there's a Vaporeon.
No, it's Slowbro.
Is it really?
Yeah, we've been chasing down Snorlax for days. We haven't gotten him. We have Pikachu, but he's such a low level that it's cool to look at him. Next one is from Ben Fitzpatrick. If you could give any superstar a title push, who would you push, and
What is
for
a
what
title
title?
push?
Like, who would you give Chase the Belt to be in the title picture on wrestling, on WWE?
You confuse me.
Who would you fight against Dean Ambrose or Seth Rollins?
Oh, okay, I got you now. Oh.
Anybody on
Can
the
you go
rosters.
first? I want to think. I have my answer. I'm sorry.
What's your answer?
Big Cass.
Stop it with that cup. That cup is now going to
Oh,
be
is that the ones from Brooklyn, right?
Yeah, so you want them in the tag team title
Actually,
picture?
that's who I was just thinking about too.
Yeah, Big Cass and Enzo.
Because he's 7 foot tall.
As far as title picture, I guess AJ Styles.
Boo!
Oh, I forgot AJ was in there.
Yeah. All right, the next one is from Alan Shell. Hi, enjoy all your vlogs where you fly your drone. Can you tell me what type of drone you're using?
The white one.
It's a DJI Phantom 3 Standard. And the reason why we chose that is because we figured we had like a $500 budget.
It was the cheaper one.
That was within the $500, actually about $450, and it works amazingly. So I actually want to keep wanting to use it, but a lot of places in Florida you can't necessarily fly it.
Too many people flying planes. Too many.
Next one's from Zombie Chris, and you guys should check out his channel. Check out this link below. Are there any Halloween traditions that you have, such as favorite candy or certain movie you have to watch, etc.? For me, it's candy corn, for sure. Any type of candy corn, the little candy corn pumpkin type things, or the brown candy corn things. And of course, pumpkin beer.
So for candy, Crunch. Because that's the only time they have it in like actual bars.
Candy Crunch?
Crunch bar.
Crunch bars? They always have Crunch bars.
No, they don't. They don't have it at Publix. They have it in the
you
little
have-
bags
You have
where
to
you
go
have
to
to
the gas stations.
Okay.
Just candy in general. All the people that come to the house, whatever candy's left over is mine.
No, it's mine, man. And the movies, I don't know.
Or
Whatever
certain
comes
movie you have
on.
to watch. Yeah, I mean,
I can tell you for Christmas, but not for Halloween.
maybe Nightmare Before Christmas.
That is very true.
Yeah.
But that's more a Christmas movie.
You can watch it at both times of year.
I just like the whole entire month of October.
Or Halloween itself is good too.
When they have it on the whatever channel they have all the movies at night, I watch everything that I can.
Next question.
Next one's from Brandon Griffin. Which did you prefer this week, Raw or SmackDown Live? I gotta be completely honest.
Sucked.
You didn't even watch either.
I know.
And neither did I. I watched everything kind of like on highlights and I cheated. I watched it on YouTube where people pirated the episodes. And also from looking at the thing, I have to be honest, I was not looking forward to the Raw lineup, but Raw did a much better show than SmackDown did this week. But I will say this. So Raw had the Fatal 4-Way matches so that they could determine who would be the #1 contender against Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. My problem with the way that that was set up is that they actually had an opportunity to make everybody on that roster equal and have them all involved in some type of tournament to be able to face off against Seth, so that they weren't necessarily relegating other guys to like scrub status versus guys that should be in a title picture. To me, that was a big miss, but I think that Raw was still better. Next one is from Sheila Carter. What neighborhood or town close to Orlando would you recommend moving to? We will be moving in late January, early February of 2017.
Altamont.
People ask this all the time, and my suggestion all the time is it depends on where you are working.
Exactly.
If you're not working all together, I'd recommend either Altamont or Claremont.
Exactly.
Those two areas are fantastic. However, Traffic is an absolute nightmare in Central Florida. If you don't choose a place close to where you're working, you could be commuting for a very long time.
Mhm.
And there is really no public transportation to be taking.
Yeah,
So,
it's car driving highway. Hopefully you can find a back road, but
yeah.
yeah.
So it's always dependent on where you are potentially working.
Mhm.
Next one.
Next one's from Thiago. What is the best Halloween Horror Nights you went through? What was the worst? The best one, and somebody else asked this, a couple of questions
Yeah.
here. Mike Loppy also asked, what's your favorite HHN year and your favorite HHN house? So, I answered both of these together. The best Halloween Horror Nights was last year, without a doubt. HHN 25.
Oh, the 25-year
yeah.
house? That was
And the 25,
my ultimate.
yeah, the 25-year house and the 25-year event, both, I don't think they can ever top
I
that.
mean, the only house that I really remember is La Llorona and the 2013 Walking Dead one because you had to go through the
Oh, yeah, you
oh,
went
yeah.
through the prison.
But you didn't like last year's 25-year house?
It's not as good as the Walking Dead one yet.
Wow.
Yeah, the prison
That's big.
yeah, the prison was really good.
Because
I
you gotta
liked
go
it.
through and you had to like squat down and then the people were like, "Grrr."
She was so scared at one point, she held my hands so tight, my rings were melted into my hand.
The worst one, I think, and I can't even really say anything was really that worse, but
The worst one.
was probably one
Oh,
where-
the vampire one.
no,
the one
not-
before the
they're
movie
saying
came.
houses, they're saying years.
Oh, 2014. No,
Or maybe it is house. I
Yeah.
don't know.
because it says like which Horror Nights. What? Yeah.
Um,
The worst one was the vampire one last
Oh
year.
yeah, that was
Do you
the
remember that before the movie
stupidest
came
one.
out?
oh,
So then-
Dracula. Yeah,
yeah,
Dracula
it was
was
just
pretty
like-
awful.
What are you doing?
Oh, and what was the one with the hookers?
Was that last year? It was 2 years ago.
That
I
was 2
think.
years ago. No,
Whoops.
the one with
Yeah,
the
and the one with
the snake people.
the hooker.
From Dusk to Dawn.
Yeah, from Dust to Dawn. That was kind of hard.
The snake hookers?
We have friends in both of those houses.
Yeah.
What is a snake hooker?
The concept wasn't that good. The scare actors are always amazing.
Yeah, I like the makeup
It
on them.
actually got better as,
Concept
as
is
the weeks
never
went
that
on,
good.
though.
Mary's backtracking now.
Yeah.
No, it did. The first week, half of the spots were not even filled.
Okay, well I can back up my point.
Okay, next one's from Disco Liz. If money were no issue, what would be your ultimate vacation destination?
Bora Bora.
I would like
Fiji.
a European vacation.
Oh, that'd be
All
cool.
over Europe. You know, Italy, Greece, Ireland,
I vote Hungary.
the whole works.
Yeah.
Germany. Sorry.
I would love to do that too.
What do you
Pretty
wanna
much
go
go
to?
all over Europe.
You want to see your family?
Not family. I would like to just see all the different things. Like, you know, people asked a lot about us going to Star Wars Celebration this year, and it was in England, and I wouldn't go on the premise of like, why would I go overseas and spend 3 or 4 days inside of a convention hall? It made zero sense. Instead of being able to go see all the different sites. So, so that was that. Next one is from Astro Zach. This one's for all three of you. What's your favorite wrestler that's currently on the main roster? I think you just answered it before.
Enzo Big Cass.
Sorry.
Is that your favorite guy?
What?
Enzo and Big Cass?
No.
Who's your favorite guy? John Cena?
Is
Sorry.
I forgot his name.
Kevin Owens?
No, who is the bully?
Kevin Owens?
No.
Stop that!
Bo Dallas?
Yeah.
Dallas.
Jesse still loves Bo Dallas.
It's
She's
the
a-
I
other.
wish it didn't
she's
take me
old.
forever to like look through pictures and old things to find, but and for anybody who hasn't watched this channel long enough, we went to FCW shows for years before it was NXT, and Jessie was in love with Bo Dallas when she
And also
was
the
much
dude.
younger.
Do you remember he would walk out with like the long cape and the long long sleeves and the slow motion like
Yeah, that was
something
what was
worse?
No, something. It was just him.
No,
John Morrison. Yeah,
Oh yeah, John Morrison.
Him.
I liked him too.
He was very
but
pretty.
he's not on the
too.
main roster.
No,
now.
he's not.
I don't care. The
My
dude-
favorite guy on the main roster is Kevin Owens.
Why? No.
Yeah, mine's Enzo and Cass.
Okay.
Just because they sound like they're from where I'm from.
Next is from Courtney Perks. What Disney Universal ride would you bring back, and what would you take out in the park for that ride?
Oh, I have two.
Go.
Okay, Jaws and Back to the Future.
What would you take out in the park to put it back?
The Simpsons and where Jaws was.
Diagon Alley.
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't take that hard.
I would totally do that. Like, you already have one part in another park. Why can't you just stay in the park?
You know what? I'm going to say the same exact thing as Jesse. I know this is unpopular opinion because I think when you go to, if anybody that watches us and follows along on theme park Twitter with folks, they'll all say that you're nuts if you want to take out Diagon Alley and put Jaws back in.
But you can put it back into where you wanted it in the first place.
I would much rather have Jaws back and Back to the Future back and look to build stuff somewhere else if they needed to for The Simpsons and for Diagon Alley. Diagon Alley is amazing, but they took away the heart and soul of the park when they killed those rides.
Okay.
And at Disney, I would take out the Winnie the Pooh thing, for as much as I love Winnie the Pooh, and put back Mr. Toad's.
But he dies.
And you?
Mr. Toad dies.
Well, I was
That's a
gonna.
spoiler.
He was a drunk driver.
I was gonna say Universal. I would pick Jaws, but they have so much land they could put it somewhere else.
But how does a frog drink? First of all.
Yeah. The next one is from Connor. Did you hear about Tower of Terror possibly becoming Guardians of the Galaxy? What do you think?
That's stupid.
It is not in Orlando, and this is what I think most people are confused about. This is not happening here. It's only happening in Disneyland, and for it happening
That's
there,
extremely stupid. It's idiotic.
it does not have the same composure, or it does not have the same structure in California as it does here. It doesn't have the same look where you're walking up a hill and it's kind of majestic as Tower of Terror. It's synergy for their branding. Does it make sense? Everybody on Twitter is going to tell you it didn't make any sense and it's stupid and everybody has an opinion, but when it opens up, everybody's going to be rushing to go cover it.
Not me.
So, so do I care? I honestly don't care. I mean, I know this is going to sound callous. We've been out to Disneyland once.
Yeah.
We'd like to get back out there again. Does this impact me because it's not in Orlando? I don't really care.
I'm on the opposite side of the continent.
They can make it into strawberry shortcake for all I care because
But
I have no idea when the next time I'm going to be there.
That'd be pretty awesome, though.
It smelled good, but
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying.
The next one is from Daniel. Lately, when I'm in the theme parks, I'm enjoying myself, but at the same time, I don't feel safe. How do you guys feel? I feel safe.
I feel safe.
I've never had a problem.
Here's the thing. I think
it's just a whole bunch of concepts.
if people want to bring stuff into the parks, they're going to find a way to bring stuff into the parks. It's the same thing as an airplane. Do I ever feel safe on an airplane? There's a reasonable fear of thinking that something could potentially go wrong.
But anything can go wrong at any point in the day.
Yeah. For the amount of times as I've been randomly selected, they're fairly thorough. I mean, they're very thorough at Universal because they're
at Disney.
every
It's
single
stupid.
person at
I'll
Disney.
open up every single zipper, look through, and they look in.
But the best place that they did it was SeaWorld. That had the best thingy. I'm still mad at Disney for going through my wallet.
That wasn't Disney. That was Universal.
Disney went through my wallet.
Yeah, Disney.
Oh, Disney did.
Yeah.
That's right. Disney did. Yeah. And that's happened to me at Universal before too. They used the same security company, or at least they were for a while. But next one, John Stone is asking. Always wanted to ask, what is the canister above your fridge that looks like it says "Drag Me"? So is this the can that you're talking about? It's dragon meat. Who doesn't have dragon meat in their house?
Oh, wait, just open it up.
It's nutritious and delicious.
And
And when you open it up, it's dragon meat.
I forgot what it
It's a
was.
little dragon head.
This came from ThinkGeek. We buy a lot of things from ThinkGeek, and they're not a paid sponsor. If they were, I would love them to death. So if anybody knows people from ThinkGeek that want to send us stuff, we buy an awful lot of stuff. But when you buy that stuff from ThinkGeek, you get points, and when you use the points, you get stuff for free. So that was just like a freebie from ThinkGeek. So it's dragon meat.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Next one is from the Utz Gang Soldier. What is your favorite Utz chips? I should have expected that question. That's exactly what they said. My favorite are the crab chips.
Oh, I like the salt and vinegar ones.
So far, I mean,
Oh, and the onion one too.
I love the barbecue, the honey barbecue.
I like all of them.
Yeah, plain and honey barbecue.
And you guys should check out Utz Gang Soldiers. I'm going to get this right. You guys should check out the Utz Gang Soldiers channel. He test drives every single chip that they sell. and I love Utz chips. But they're, I'm thankful that I'm not eating that many Utz gang chips lately, because between that and the pokey walking and all that stuff, I'm actually on the right side now. I'm heading the right way. So, and so that's just like a side note for anybody that normally like does send packages and everything. Do not send potato chips.
Send potato chips.
The other one is from Rob Deese. What made you move to Florida? We wanted to move to Florida. I'm going to try to say this as fast as I can. In '94, my parents moved to Florida after the Rangers won the Stanley Cup. Or maybe it was 95, right? Because
Yeah.
we went from 94 to 95. So my parents had moved to over towards Spring Hill, and on the west coast, over towards Brooksville, where we went to the Mermaids. And at that time, I thought about moving down here. Job opportunities popped up in New York, so I didn't move. But I continued to look to try to move here. It was a goal, or it was a thing that kept floating out there, but life goes on in New York. When September 11th happened, things became a little bit more of a reality of like really wanting to try to make a conscious effort to move down here. And Jesse was a little small baby at that point, and we decided that when job opportunities opened up, we'd relocate, and we did. So we had family here, and we wanted to live down here. And
Well, for me, I came down here in '88, loved it. Then a friend moved down here in '89, and she invited us down, and I just fell in love with the Florida life. And I always said, I don't care where I'm going to end up, but I have to end up in Florida. I mean, anywhere in Florida. So
Jesse didn't have a choice, so she
Yeah,
didn't get to answer that one.
she just had to come with us.
Yeah. The last question is from Connor again. Lots of concerts being announced around Orlando lately. If it's not too late, what concerts do you have lined up?
Guns N' Roses is Friday.
Yeah, the biggest one is Guns N' Roses this Friday. We'll be there.
And B Square.
We've been looking forward to this for a very long time, so that's the biggest thing that we are going to head to. So that is the batch of questions. Let me make sure that there's no more left. Sorry for folks if this took forever. That's all. We will do another question and answer shortly. I know these things can be long for folks if they didn't send in questions or...
And tell us when we should do our next live stream.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we
haven't
talked
done
about
that
trying to do a
one.
live stream too, but it's always difficult too.
Sorry, I'll take it.
Because this is just second nature for me to just reach out and stop things at
Stop.
this point. We want to do another live stream, but it's difficult for us because we don't get off of work or typically home from work until like 6 or sometimes 7 in Mary's case. And at that time it's midnight in the UK, and it
Yeah.
doesn't really work out. And weekends are a little bit tough because if we spend a lot of time either going to the theme parks and stuff, but we'll do another live stream soon if you guys are interested in that. But that's all that I have to say for now.
Yeah?
If you guys are interested in sending postcards or packages or anything like that, there's a P.O. box below.
Yep.
Don't feel obligated to do so at all, and I'm really genuinely blown away from Jen's generosity.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So anyway, on that note, and by the way, biggest question I always get is, they saw us at a park or something along those lines, and would they were nervous to say hello or something like that, and absolutely do not feel
Oh, no.
How's that a
nervous
question?
at all or comment at all, or feel free. Somebody even said they saw us at PDQ recently locally, and please,
They didn't want to bother us, but come
say
on,
hello.
say hi.
I it's super cool.
You get to see us all the time, but when, people say that, we're like, well, we want to see you guys.
Yeah.
I want to see who's watching us.
Yeah, we met some folks earlier in Lake Eola when we were walking around as well. It's super awesome to see folks and be able to run into people or find people in places even outside of theme parks and stuff too. So very
Yeah.
cool. But anyway, on that note, thank you for all of your likes.
Thank you for your comments.
Subscriptions.
Treat others the way you want to be treated.
Alright, have a great night, everybody. Bye.
Have a great night.
Ha! Was right.
Bye.